Grab link. Thumbnail. I didn't put that thumbnail in this folder, did I? Damo. Yeah. Stream. There. Boop. Cool. Where is... Sure. Yeah, that looks fine for volume. Eh. Okay. Ah! There we go. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Let's lower the music a little bit. Hey, and how I'm doing good. Yourself? On this fine Wednesday night. It's Wednesday, right? I don't even pay attention to time anymore. Yes. Ah. Man, jawlines, it's hard. Ah, okay, okay. Finally liberated from your hours. That feels a bit... What am I... There we go. I forgot what I mapped my keys to. That looks just chunky. Gotta... There we go. I don't know, like, looking over this again, he just looks a bit chunky. But maybe that's okay. Maybe that fits this character a bit more. Oh, well, that's cool. Glad my videos can be a little helpful. Yeah. I remember when I did work, I always worked jobs that, like, We're always retail based, so couldn't do that. Come on, sir. Oh, man, ears are tough. Well, drawing in general is hard, but... yeah. Man, this is what I get for not drawing every day. Ugh. Yeah, we'll get back to that, actually. We won't do that right now. We will do this hair, though. Yeah, I remember when I worked at a GameStop for a bit, and that felt like a waking nightmare. Oh, okay. That sounds decent. Yeah, cause at GameStop they have those TVs that like play ads, but the loop for the ads are like 10 minutes. So if you're working like a 6+ hour shift, dear God. You will have those advertisements memorized. It felt real bad. Here I am, I just can't do simple lines. But cleaning cars, that's kind of neat though. Ah. Let's, there we go. Yeah, that should be fine. I can edit that line later. Make it a little better, I don't know. Because that's definitely one thing that I didn't like about working those retail jobs, is I like had zero freedom or time to do anything. At least where I live, they like expected you to be on call all the time. Of like, oh, we won't, even though you're not supposed to be in work today, we want you to be able to be in work today just in case. And I'm like, excuse me? I have schoolwork to do. And that was back when I was doing like general studies, so I had like real homework. I never really considered artwork assignments like too much for homework, at least like the ones that I had. They always had like a lot of freedom. That, and I guess since I like drawing and painting, it didn't feel like bad for assignments. Okay. Yeah. Ah, I didn't mean to zoom out. I meant to zoom in. I'm still a bit... I don't know, I guess a bit too self-critical. But I feel like my designs don't communicate enough, I guess is how I feel. But I guess I don't I guess I won't know that until I like finish a project and see how people interpret it. Which I guess is a fear in and of itself, where it's like, oh no, what if people don't get what I was hoping they would get out of this? But I mean, that's always going to be the case when you work in art, though. Oh, actually, do I have to clean that line? Do I want to keep that? Maybe I do. I guess I just mean like the whole design in general, where it's like that's how I'm saying I a lot. Like in terms of character design, because you know you have to in design you have to kind of like think how much does X communicate, right? And I usually get like really frustrated with, oh well, how little can I put on a design while communicating a lot? One, because I'm lazy and don't like to draw too detailed of designs. But also, like, readability is really important when designing. So that's the main reason why I try to keep, like, number of lines down to a minimum. But at the same time, you do have to feel like, oh, well, how does every line, how do these lines communicate to an audience member? Yeah, I erased too much there. Like, maybe I'm just thinking about it too hard, but... But I also think, like, being self-critical is important as an artist, so it's a hard balance for sure. But hopefully, with these, with me doing these streams will force me to work out this more, so... Because I am the worst at motivating myself at anything. Because I would like to actually complete this project at some point, rather than just planning it for 4 years. Is that the line I want gone? Yeah, I did kind of stream like 3 days in a row. That was a bit weird. I liked doing it though, but I've been busy the past few days, so helping out like family and junk. That and like recording. I have to make time during the day to record, like, Life is Strange and Echo. I can't just do that on my own time. But I don't know if I should try to do daily streams or, like... Like, I want to stream every Wednesday and Friday. Like, I want that to be kind of scheduled. But the other days, I'm like, oh, I don't know. I guess it's like, do I have plans that day? There we go. But I guess did you enjoy those streams last week? I guess I'm still like worried if these streams are like actually entertaining for people or if they get anything out of it, I guess. Yes, I bird. How are you doing tonight, Vucky? Is that how that's pronounced? I don't know. I'm illiterate. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's always my excuse, is like, why, Josh, why are you so illiterate? And I'm like, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. Because that game will either turn you into an English major or or you'll be stupid for the rest of your life. I don't know. Oh, okay. Just nice and chill time. That's glad to hear. Okay, okay. Because reading is not my best skill. I skirted by my English and literature classes. Actually, in all of my core classes, I skirted by. It's like, you think I'm gonna sit there and memorize, like, history? Nah. That's not gonna happen. It's like time to do the bare minimum work every class. Come on. There we go. It's shaving down. And I remember in, like, I think it was one of my first semesters, I heard, like, an upperclassman say, like, C's make degrees, and I was like, I like that. And that was my mentality going forward. How those lines look fine. Yeah. But how? How can I... There. Perfect. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Make art as easy as possible. How's the volume on the music? Is it too loud? Is it quiet enough? I don't know. I don't even know if people like this kind of music. This is just my Yuki Kaji era playlist, because I like her music. Favorite composer. I wish she did more, but I guess she's... I don't know, she's been in the music industry for like 2.5 decades now, so I guess she can slow down. That makes sense. Oh, okay. I guess I can turn it up a bit. Let's see. I never know how loud I should have the music or not. It's like, yes, we'll just instantly get copyright claimed, it's fine. I wasn't making money off this stream anyway. My accent? Do I have one? I don't know. I don't think about it. I live in a really white community, so I just kind of always assumed white. But I don't know. Yeah, I really don't think about that. I don't know, what do I sound like? I guess everyone has an accent, but I don't know, I just don't think about it. I barely think about other people's accents. Unless it's, like, egregious. I had a Romanian math teacher that was pretty... That was something. No one else could understand that man, but I didn't have an issue. I guess I can do the glasses on this layer. I'll make the... Gotta make the lines big, though. Big, thick rimmed glasses, right? Like a nerd. So people know he's a serious guy, right? Seriously thick glasses. Serious person. Okay. I guess that the glowing ones are serious, but you know, I want this to be more of like portrait art, so figured it would be better this way. Maybe that looks too awkward, I don't know. Okay. He's getting there. Soon he'll be video game ready. Well, maybe not soon, but, you know, we'll get there. Ah. How do elbow? It's like I probably should have looked up hands in pocket reference, but because I don't really know what that looks like off the top of my head. But that's okay. Who needs reference when I can follow my feelings? Making a little bit of progress, even though I kind of hate how that looks, but oh yeah, this song was weird. think this one was from like Tsubasa Chronicles. I don't know, I didn't watch that anime. I just don't think Clamp is very good outside of like Cardcaptor Sakura, but just never got it into like the Triple X Holic, the Chobits, the Kotaba? Was that one Witch Girl series? Had a really cute opening though, I'll give it that. Here I am getting frustrated that I can't draw like a straight line. Oh my god, I thought this squiggle over here was like fur. And I was like, oh, guess I should like ink that fur over there. I was like, no, you idiot, you're not drawing a furry. Not right now. Can't get it out of the brain, you know. Almost feels like once you're in that life, you can't get out of it. Yeah, that, yeah. I feel that so much. Like, after, when I got into Moriyanatsu as a teenager, I was like, I can't. Like, this can't be a part of my life. Like, no. And I would try to take, like, just do things to get away from it, and then I always come back, right? Like, like it's the only reason why I found Echo is I like ah, God, I hate to admit this, but like I went to like I sometimes go to like gay furry threads on like 4chan because, you know, we're all trash here, so makes everyone equal. And and they were talking about Echo one day, and I was like, what the fuck's Echo? I like knew about Smoke Room because people wouldn't stop posting porn of it, but so kind of like it feels weird that that's how I found Echo. That's also how I found, like, that's also what kept me with Moriyanatsu for years, is I would just go to those threads and, like, you know, they're talking about Tora because, you know, none of us can let go. Amicus fan art. Yeah, that was a weird era. Cause I like I was already following Haps, I think. Even though I was like, I'm not gonna follow furry artists, and then I would find one and be like, damn it, I'm gonna follow only this one. And also this one. And this one. But I remember it's like I just didn't play Adastra for like years. I'm just like, no, I can't. I wouldn't let myself for like a while. I still have never finished Adastra, actually. I ended up not being as into Amicus as I thought I was going to be, and then just never finished it. Maybe I'll try again and like put it up on the channel. Because at this point, it's like the only like Echo Project franchise that's not on there. Like maybe I just wasn't in the right mindset before. Because even in like the Tumblr days, they were just like, there would always be like furry shit on my dash, and I'd be like, why? I'm trying to get away from this. Like, I want to believe that Amicus is best boy, but for some reason I just like it didn't connect with me in the way I thought it was going to. So I don't know, maybe it was like the wrong time and the wrong place to play that game for me. So I'm keen to try again. Oh, I was off of Tumblr by the time that happened, so I feel like I dodged that bullet. Or maybe that would have been better for me to like stop being around that sort of shit, but I can't stop, right? Like though it's weird since I don't actually get much out of like porn anyway. But I think it's kind of fun to look at now. Like did I finish the body? What? Huh. That does look fine. Okay. New layer for the face. Cool, cool. There we go. That looks fine. Then we'll do the not shading. My trademark. did not clean up these lines. Okay. There. Got his base portrait done. I don't want to continue with him today. So let's work on you today. I feel like you probably have some Shank perspective. Yes. Yes, you do. Okay. Mainly in the head, so. Time to re-sculpt you. I think I drew this like 5 months ago. But never put it to digital, so feel like that's the plan for tonight. So we're going to let's make that even less, so that it's less distracting. let's do this. Yeah. And he'll have a bigger nose. Because reasons. Hey, June! How are you doing this evening? And don't worry about being late, like, come on, it's all fine. You know that I just kind of am here. I'm not going anywhere. Doing very well. Nice calm night, like, can't. I guess I can't ask for much more, right? I am drawing this is an older drawing I did, like, I want to say back in April. So I'm just kind of like doing some inking work. Making a digital render, you know. This isn't really for anything. Like, this isn't artwork for a project or anything. I just kind of wanted to do this. Kind of wanted a more calmer evening, so... Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is an older drawing and an older character design that I made a really long time ago at this point. I want to say, like, I designed this character back in, like, 2014. And I just kind of draw him every once in a while. I find it relaxing. It was like a character design for an assignment. No, it wasn't 2014. It was probably like 2015. I think that's when I took that design class. And I've always liked it enough to, like, just draw it every once in a while, you know? Kind of feels like visiting an old friend, I guess. As weird as that sounds. Ah. Maybe I'll use him for something one day, but I almost don't think so. Yeah, that's I kind of get that. Cuz that's like kind of the reason why I'll replay video games on occasion. Is just like, oh, you know, it feels like visiting them. I kind of like when media, like, can achieve that. It's one of the reasons why I really like watching Precure, which is this Magical Girl franchise. It's an annualized series, so there's just, like, every year there's a new installment. but they do a good job of like the whole point of the franchise is it's like a friend for people who need it is kind of like the goal of the franchise, which is weird. But I kind of like that about it. It kind of gives you like a year to spend with those characters, and it's always just kind of pleasant. Or horribly depressing, but, you know, that's Japanese children's shows for you. Like, they even go as far as to, like, make sure whatever season it is in real life is what season it is in the show at that time of airing. So that it feels like you're living your life alongside those characters. It's a cute idea, and I think it works really well. Yeah, it's real cute. I noticed a lot of Japanese kids shows started doing that around like 2015, 16. That got really popular. To like make shows that kind of like... No, it was around 2013. 13 or 14. Because that was about a year after, like, that horrible natural disaster that happened in Japan. You know, it was something. So a lot of, like, shows and franchises started to, like, retool their concepts around, like, making the viewer happy and making like an enjoyable show that to kind of like fill the void after that tragedy. And that was real cool. I liked that a lot. That's how we got Smile Precure back in 2013. Which, as the name implies, was like just a series to make people like just be happy. Like, it was a real cute installment. Like, yeah, I like the whole like meaning of life, whatever series, you know, pretentious nonsense. Like, I eat that stuff up, but sometimes it's just nice to have like a cute series, just a nice, pleasant television series to watch. Grab his little horn. He's got his dumb, fluffy beard. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I also get that. Like, it's kind of like cathartic sometimes to watch like really sad things. And if like a show has something to say, then they have something to say. Like, it's cool. Because there was like, what, 2 seasons ago we had that series SSSS Dynazenon, which was very depressing, but kind of what it says, I think, was like really meaningful, so I'm glad it existed. For the 2 people that watched it. I heard it did really well in Japan, though, so... It was kind of just in English-speaking markets that show did very poorly. But I kind of get that. Mecha is not a popular genre, so... And neither is Magical Girl, which is a little sad, but... Okay. I don't think I've ever had that issue. Like, I don't know. Like, not that I've never been spoiled on anything, but just that, like... I'm that weirdo who will, like, research an entire series before I watch it. So I usually already know the ending going in. At least if it's something that I'm, like, excited for. Because then I'm like, yes, give me all information. But yeah, I can see how that could, like, diminish the excitement. But what series was it? Yeah, I surprisingly went... Like, Echo was one of the few times that I went into something, like, completely blind. I had just read that it was, like, gay and furry and was good. So... just kind of went, oh... It's something in that ilk that's good? What? I almost don't believe that. I'm usually used to something like really trashy but fun. Well, we're getting there. Oh, okay, I remember that series. Yeah, that was like the weird vampire yaoi series, right? I remember when that got real popular. Like here in America, it got popular for a bit, and I remember people getting really upset when they found out it was a yaoi. Because I know, like, the people that I was going to school with were all like, oh yeah, cool vampire action series. And then the boys started kissing, and they're like, that's not what I wanted. And I'm like, how did you not know? Like it says BL in the genre description, like friend. Also, what's wrong with it being like the casual filter, I guess. Like I never did finish it though. I remember reading it for a bit and was just kind of like, I think I just got bored. Because that was back when I was trying to like gayer equal better, right? I mean, that's just facts though. Like, do you think I'm here for a straight time? No, I'm here for a gay time. I remember people being upset about like that kind of stuff with SSSS Gridman, where it's like, oh no, they're lesbians, and I'm like, yeah, they are. Ah, I agree with that, Ian. I really do. I'm sitting there like recording Echo, and Darian's like, how straight can I be? And I'm like, don't you dare. Since we're doing Jenna's route next. Because I think that's scheduled 2 days from now, so. Yeah, he did. It was really weird. I thought for sure he was gonna do Jenna first. Because he's not really into the gay. Which was the reason why he didn't want to play the game originally, is he was like, oh, it's gay furry shit, and I'm like, yeah. Don't judge it before you know how good it is, like. Lines are hard. And he's sitting there trying to like, he's already trying to talk me into certain games to do after Echo, and I'm like, Darian, you're not gonna weasel your way out of not finishing Echo. Like, come on. Yeah, but I hate how you have to put that caveat. It's like, what, people can't just like accept it for what it is? You have to be like, it's not the most it's not the most furry bullshit, it's just somewhat furry bullshit. I am not getting this line today. That's what's happening here. Oh fuck. That's always kind of like bothered me a bit. Because I know people that are like pro-progressive, right? Like, oh yeah, gay media, it's all good, right? And I'll be like, here's this piece of gay media, and they'll be like, I don't want that. And it's like, oh, come on, like, you're just gonna exclude this piece of gay media because it happens to be furry? When that's the most, like... It's like one of the most normal gay fetishes to have, like, whatever. Yeah, right? It's like... It's a choice that the creators made. Come on. Like, it can't just be a fun art aesthetic thing. I mean, usually it's a gay reason, right? Like, that's unfortunately, like, mostly true. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm always there. That's usually a very easy way to get me wrapped up, is like, cute animal boys. Let's go. I mean, that like immediately got me hyped for Zootopia. When they were like, the main character is this cute fox boy, and I was like, dope. I'm so looking forward to that. And then 3 years later, they were like, so we changed the protagonist to a bunny girl, and I'm like, I am upset. I thought having a gay director was going to not have this have this happen. Like, come on. And they didn't even keep the scene of Nick and his boxers. Like, come on, Disney. I mean, it's in the art book, so I guess, like, it's over there. Right? Yeah, Nick Wilde was the original protagonist of Zootopia. And then they were like... He apparently didn't test well, actually. Like, test audiences did not like Nick as the main character. It apparently made... Nick apparently made audiences feel uncomfortable. And not in a gay way, but in a... but in, like, a, like, minority way. Because this was back when the movie was more racially charged. And apparently white audiences were like, ugh, I don't like this. So they made Judy, the main character, as more like for a white people analog. Which is a bit sad. Like, kind of felt like that movie would have been a little bit more interesting. And not just because, you know, give me cute fox boy, but and, you know, suspiciously, Byron never actually stated if Nick is straight or not. Like, he has said that Judy is straight, but he never specified if Nick was straight, and I'm like, is this on purpose? Like, huh. It makes me think that maybe Nick might be into boys. Which means I have a chance. Because I know that Byron is pretty... Byron Howard, the director of Zootopia, is very pro-gay characters in media, for obvious reasons. Uh, the amount of times that man would say, "I'd like to thank my husband," in like every award ceremony. Like, good for him, but I'm also like, this is starting to get obnoxious, Byron, please. Don't rub it in my face that you have a husband. That was a fun movie to, like, research, though, back in the day. Because I'm that weirdo that just likes to research development histories of movies and things. Only animated movies, because that's just, like, art form of choice. But... because I remember the excitement for Zootopia was real, and then the actual teaser came out. Because Nick Wilde's design got leaked, like, 3 years early. Disney was like, we'll announce the movie in, like, 2015, 2016. Well, in 2015. And then someone leaked it online in, like, 2013, and it was like, oh, so this is their... this is going to be a thing, okay. Like, I still like that movie. For probably shallow reasons, but... because Nick is cute. And I have 0 self-restraint. I can't shoulder today. Oh. Yeah, that playlist is cycling around, so I'll just put something else on. I don't know. I guess I'll just put back that Echo playlist, because I do like that one a lot. Oh, so the nudist cult scene got added after they changed protagonists. But yes. Test audiences were like, ooh, I don't like the minority abuse for Nick, because that makes me as a white person feel uncomfortable. But they were fine with the nudist cult scene, yes. It's a weird world we live in, Jim. Yeah, I remember Byron saying that specifically the nudist cult scene and the DMV, yeah, it was the DMV scene, the cult scene, and the Mr. Big scene were the 3 major additions to the movie after they switched the protagonist to Judy. Because they were like, oh, now that Judy's the protagonist, we can have these comedic scenes. When they couldn't with Nick as the protagonist. That was apparently another complaint about the Nick version of the movie, is there just wasn't enough comedy. Like, it was just a movie that made people feel, like, uncomfortable. Which I would argue that's probably a good thing. You know? Given the theme of what that movie was going for. Gotta make them uncomfortable somehow. Yeah. I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? Disney's always had a weird relationship with how they depict minorities, so. And they're like, whoa, here, we're gonna make a movie about how poorly, like, Americans treat them. And then Americans are like, I don't like this. Which probably says something, but hey. Oh my god, yeah. That was a train wreck and a half to watch. Let's have these minority characters, but then not let them do anything. Wait, why do people not like these characters? It was a mess. Do we want it that way? Oh shit, where am I? Yeah. But I feel like Star Wars just cannot escape controversy. Yeah. Oh man, that's facts though. Man, so I was in a few, I think it was a couple years ago. I was in Hong Kong, right, for reasons. And it was around the time that movie Spies in Disguise came out. That Illumination film with, like, I don't know, is it Will Smith? I don't actors. But every poster I saw of that movie in Hong Kong removed Will Smith's character. And I'm like, wow. Like, I was laughing, but, like, at the same time, it's like, damn, that's kind of terrible. Kind of like, it's funny and it's terrible, but it's like, ugh. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. It does feel bad because it's like, Jesus, what the fuck, guys? Like I get it, and I don't. Yeah. But I feel like we'll have those kind of problems, like, forever. Like, for every minority, but hey. I guess one just learns to live with it. Yeah, it is sad, but it is what it is. I just try not to get, like, too butthurt about it, but, like, sometimes, like, I know that's, like, because I'm Asian, I, like, pay attention to that kind of stuff more. Because it's, like, the sole reason why, like, I cannot stand the movie Big Hero 6. Despite the fact, like, the movie's fine as a movie. But, like, did they, were they so afraid of having Asians in their movie? Especially now that those characters aren't allowed in Marvel Comics anymore. Like, that feels extra sad. Because, like, Big Hero 6 was, like, Marvel's Asian representation for, like, the Marvel Universe in the comics, anyway. Because the entire team was, like... the entire team was Asian. And so that kind of bothered me when in the Disney adaptation they changed the ethnicities of, like, more than half the characters. And now that the movie exists, they're like, you can't have those characters in the comics anymore because they don't want people to think to get the comic book characters and the movie characters confused now. So the characters made to be Asian representation in the comics now aren't allowed to be in the comics anymore. It's like, it's insane. And that kind of prevents me from, like, enjoying that movie for what it is. But maybe one day, like, that kind of stuff won't happen anymore. And I hear that the newer Disney films do a better job of being that kind of representation. Oh my god, you're so right, June. Like, I'm not a big fan of Princess and the Frog either, because of reasons like that. And also kind of because of Naveen. I kind of think that that was a really bad decision. For them to, like, not even say what ethnicity Naveen is, to make sure that it doesn't upset anyone. Because I think originally Naveen was going to be, I think he was originally going to be white. And then people didn't like him white, so they made him black. And then people didn't like that he was black, so they just made him ambiguously tan. They did do that with Soul, actually. It was, I don't like that movie for that reason. They let a white woman be black longer than the black actor, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's so... like, Pixar. How did you possibly make that mistake? But apparently that movie is well liked, so I guess joke's on me. At least I keep being told people like that movie. I haven't met anyone that likes that movie, but I'm told they exist. I think that was the last time I watched, like, a Pixar movie, because I'm just like, I think I'm done. I didn't like Pixar too much to begin with, but, like, their latest output is, like, at least at that time. I've heard nothing about Luca, I'll be honest. Like, Neither positive nor negative about Luca. Like, I think the most I hear about that movie is that it exists. I mean, those are good movies though, June, so I mean, I'll always kind of like I'm partial to Lilo and Stitch because I really like Chris Sanders as a director. But also because, you know, Nani's thighs are thick, so sometimes I'm weak. And of course, I love Beauty and the Beast for reasons. As I turn my head to my right, and I have a framed illustration of Beast on my wall. Yeah, that one's a weird one too. I never watched Old Boy, but that feels wrong. Like that they did that. Oh yeah, facts. Like you give us this like super sexy monster boy design and like then you make him human, like gross. No one wants that. Actually, there was a huge argument about that on Japanese Twitter, I think like a few years ago, where people were arguing about who was sexier, like furry beast or your like human beast. And it's like, how is this even an argument? Why is this an argument? Like what's happening? The live action movie hadn't like already came and went. Like why in 2018? Right? He should have just stayed a beast. He's hotter that way. Like, come on, Belle. Get some taste. Despite the fact that they never actually say if they get together or not, but I mean, it's implied, but that's like one of the only Disney movies that doesn't like end with a wedding or an implied wedding. Which I think is nice. I kind of always hated how people were how like those movies always have to end with people getting together. But I know that's probably just a me thing. Come on, friend. Oh, and Jim, and how are you doing? I probably should have asked earlier, but like it's always nice to see you around. I don't know. What if they're into that? That's a thing, right? Like, I don't know. I always feel like I'm kind of ignorant to that kind of stuff, but yeah, see, they can join in. Ian's right. Like, It's funnier that way. Probably. I don't know. I'm sure there's fan fiction of it. I mean, I'll never know, but... Man, I was never into that kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was never a fan fiction person. That was my sister. I think that's probably why I never got into it, because she was like so into it. Ah, the hair. Kind of got to do that. In theory, anyway. I mean, I can imagine that. Wait, it's a canon fanfic? I have it downloaded, but haven't played it yet. I mean, but if the showers... I don't know, showers are nice. I'd cheat on someone with a shower. Probably. I guess it depends on the personality. Ah. Oh, that's weird. Okay. What, about benefits. Oh, okay. Like, maybe I'll read it? I don't know yet. I guess the question is, should I read it for the channel? But... that's always a question I now ask myself about everything, is like, should I do X for the channel? And I just don't know. I don't know if that's like a good thing that I should think all the time. But at the same time, could be fun. Oh, okay. I assume nothing too juicy. It's with Ryan, right? I think I remember hearing that. But maybe. It's like, what, like a 1 hour, 2 hour experience? But 2 sex scenes? I don't know. I don't really like reading sex scenes. Kind of just the personal thing, but... Okay. I mean, I say I don't like reading sex scenes, but then I like love Smoke Room, but but not for those scenes specifically. I should probably try to speed up playing Smoke Room just so I'm caught up for all of the updates, but I don't know. Okay. I think the only sex scene I got to in Adastra was the one that you walk in on. Which, like, comedy gold, but, like... Yeah, I should probably try Adastra again. I don't know if I want to do Adastra first or Tennis Ace first. Like, once I, like, clean up the schedule a bit and there's less games on there. Yeah, a lot of decisions I'll have to make in, like, the coming month. Because by then I will have, like, probably finished all the routes in, Limits. That's available anyway, and then I can start another longer game. Because Adastra doesn't have, like, multiple routes, right? It has multiple endings, but no routes. So that kind of means that, like, if I decide to do that, I'm going to be stuck in that game for a while. Which is a little bit of a concern, but... Because I guess, like, playing one game for 2 months, like, the entire time seems a bit daunting for the channel. That's not the eraser. Okay. Maybe then. I don't know. Maybe I'll put up a poll. Like, to do either Tennis Ace or Adastra. I'll probably throw in a couple other choices just so it's 4, but... Because I don't know, I just like maximizing the poll. It's probably not the best idea in the world. Because that was a mistake for the first time I streamed a video game. Because I don't actually like playing Bloodborne that much. But I thought it would be funny to put that on there. I kind of just put it on there because I knew it was popular. and like I had it. Cleanup. It can be annoying. I say it can be, it is annoying. That's fair, you know. I get it. I'm sure I'm one of 2 people on the planet that like Ni no Kuni, and like Star Ocean is a deader than dead franchise. That franchise arguably died like decades ago. Because I actually was going to stream like... The original idea was I was going to stream like Final Fantasy IV, since that's my favorite one. But then I was like, oh wait, I can't. I don't have a system that I can record on that has 4. Which is a bit unfortunate. Square, please, put it on the PS4 or something. Make it easier to play, like, the best game in the franchise. Man, so, like, this song specifically immediately gets copyright claimed. Like, on all of the Smoke Room parts of this song, it gets copyright claimed. The streams always gets copyright claimed. It's a good thing I don't care about monetizing my channel. At least not yet. I'm not as invested in that kind of stuff. But I'll probably go back and play Star Ocean anyway. Because I never actually finished 5. Whoops. It's like I bought it on release and then just didn't play it. Oh man, you're right though. Man, I kind of love the stag. Like, I love that location. How did... I don't know how muscle works, so we'll do that. Though maybe I just like it because it's a Nikolai's route, and like, I like Nikolai a lot. For no specific reason. I swear. It's not because he's a thick boy. Or because he's the least sexual of the characters. I hope so. I don't remember what the next direction you go in, Okay. The last scene I remember in Will's route in Smoke Room. I don't know which one I would suggest first. Since they're all, like, unfinished. So I guess it's kind of just, like, whoever you think is cute. Because I know for me, I was just like, well, I'm choosing Nikolai because... because reasons. I mean, Cliff is definitely a cutie, though, so I don't even blame you. And Cliff's route is fun. It has Jed in it, and I weirdly really like Jed. I feel like people will just think he's boring, and he is. But I like him anyway. Yeah, I agree with that. They all have, like, just really good things going on. Because it's like, maybe I would say Williams is the best. And that is just because Todd is there. I really like Todd. He's the cutest boy. And he's just gotta have those juicy pies. That's not a problem. It's fine. Yeah, I kind of felt that because it had been a while since I played Williams' route. So, like, playing it for the channel, I'm like, oh my god, Todd is back. I love Todd. I mean, you have no idea how much I have to stop myself from, like... Because, you know, I have trash taste. And, of, like, drawing myself with Leo. Because why have a sensible boyfriend like Kudzu when I could have a really destructive relationship with Leo? I'm allowed to make bad life decisions. Yes, the trademark not shading. It's kind of funny that I like doing this digitally because I like do not do this traditionally. Like with pencil and paper, I don't even do this. It's only when I do digital. I think it's because I like blending with a pencil and paper, and I could never get it to feel right in digital. Like trying to blend things digitally, and it just never worked out. So it's like we're gonna just do this instead. Will this even look good? Let's check. Ah, that looks fine. Do pecs even cast shadows? I don't even know. They will today. How? Come on, straight lines. I realize how hard it is for me, but it is what it is. Ah, yes, William does, and I love him for it. Me constantly telling myself I don't like muscles, and then characters like that show up, and I'm like, hi. I am glad I took June's advice to re-listen to the Ad Astra soundtrack, because that was actually that was a good listen. I'm bonkers for William's honkers. I want Fruits to release that t-shirt. I'd wear it. Probably not, actually, but I'd want to be brave enough to wear it. His arms always are in just enough in the way that it's like, William, please understand. You are ruining the view. You know, that's, yeah. I wouldn't be brave enough to wear that out in public. It's like, for some reason, I'm a brave enough man to, like, bring a big titty anime girl body pillow to, like, a college class and sit with it. And because someone said that I should, and I'm like, I have no shame. Because, you know, that doesn't bother me, because whatever, it's a big titty anime girl. It's not like I'm into that anyway. She actually wasn't a big titty anime girl, but she was an anime girl. And yeah, I did. It was I had mentioned it to one of my art teachers that I owned an anime girl body pillow. And he was like, "Oh, you do? Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen one before." And I was like, "Cool, I'll bring it in tomorrow." And he didn't say no. He just kind of just laughed nervously. And so I brought it the next class. And I carried it around that entire day. No one said, like, no, I didn't get in trouble for it. Just, it is what it is. Bring Flynn to the movies? I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not even, like, a Flynn stan. Like, I was surprised it was Flynn that they made the body pillow for. Like... Leo's right there. But... I mean, I would probably buy a Leo body pillow, but... And I would probably carry it around somewhere, but... Since my friends now just like, no. I guess I kind of just have to own that as part of me, I guess. As much as I still don't want, like, people I know in real life to know. It kind of just happens sometimes. Sometimes I'll meet a new friend and they're like, do you have social media? And then I just accidentally I'll just give it to them without thinking about it and go like, well, they'll know soon enough. I mean, part of me also kind of wants the Flynn body pillow just to own it, because it'd be really funny. But at the same time, it almost feels like a betrayal. Granted, if they released a kudzu body pillow, I would be 100% okay with cheating on Leo with kudzu. So... Am I a bad person? Yes. I don't need to be loyal to just one of them. I mean, I probably should draw, like, some kind of couch or something that this guy's sitting on, and then I'm like, no. I would probably own them both if they released body pillows for both. Like, I'm not a Nekogishi fan. Like, not really. But sometimes I look at the Linhu body pillow, and I'm like, maybe. just maybe. But those are like $50, right? Like, I don't... Draw bulge! I don't... Jim. What do you take me for? A horny person? Oh, thank you. I like the Hatchin' too. Right? Like, I'm like, I don't really like how Nekogishi's written. But then I look at Linhu sometimes and I'm like, damn! He's so but why? Like, don't do this to me. Don't make a game that I don't love and then, like, make the finest boys around. Like, how dare you? I've been legitimately, I have been trying to get Darian to say yes to a Neko Gishi playthrough for like 2 years. because reasons. And he keeps saying no, which is very reasonable of him. But at the same time, wouldn't it be funny though? I don't even know how to really draw bulge, Jim. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I just don't draw that. I also don't stare there. So I have no like visual reference in my head I could just call upon. Despite what people might think of me. I don't just always stare at men's crotches. Right? Right? Because he doesn't like furry stuff and doesn't like gay content. Like, he respects it, you know, whatever. But he himself is like, is as straight as a board. I mean, I could, Jim. I could. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there. At least today. Okay. That's why I put the hand there, is so that I don't have to draw the crotch, right? It's just... It's implied. It would be like right here, right? Like, I guess I could go like this. And... do that. There, it's implied now. We're just gonna... Yeah, I don't. That doesn't need to be the best cross-hatching in the world. Well, not even crossing, it's just hatching, right? That's the technical term. Do I have any holes? Did I... Right. I meant this layer. Cool. Let's grab that. And we're bucket. Vacuum packed. What? I'm sorry, Jim. I'm gonna disappoint you this evening. I'm not that horny tonight. Maybe next time. Oh, whoops. Yeah, this is Jed's theme from Smoke Room. I really like it. The scene that plays when he when this song plays, I really like. I wasn't expecting to like that man as much as I did, because I'm like, oh, horse person. Like, I'm not into horses. And then that man shows up and I'm like, I guess I'm into horses now. Yeah, that looks okay. Sure, there's no background, because I'm bad, but... oh, whoops. That's not the file type I wanted. I want to save this as a SCSI file. and then save it as a PNG. That's the file type people like, right? Well, I think that's it for drawing tonight, but I'll probably stick around for another 10 or so minutes. If you wanted the chat or something as I stretch and drink some apple juice like a child. I usually drink a bunch of water on these streams, but then I bought some apple juice earlier today because I like apples. I'm streaming for 3 hours already? Jesus Christ. Oh well. It is what it is. I guess this took me 2 hours to do. Like 2.5 hours. Since I also did this man's earlier. There we go. Because I was originally going to do another character for this, and then I forgot. Well, I didn't forget to draw up the sheet, but I was kind of like, eh. I hadn't figured out the design yet. So I'll probably try to do that on Friday. And then I could probably get that done. Like, once I have those characters fully designed, I can work on the CGs and continue knocking away at that script. And then maybe I'll be releasing a terrible VN of my own. Who knows? We'll see when we get there. Either that or I'm gonna get more into, like, editing videos for the channel. Because that took up most of my past the past couple days, was making that Digimon video that I don't even know if, like, people want. I don't know if that's content that people want from me, but I'm doing it anyway, I guess. For better or worse. Okay. Well, I'll sign off, everyone. Thank you for joining. But yeah, it takes a little bit of time, but yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna still do my Friday night stream, the usual 10 p.m. Eastern, so join me then if you want to stop by. But until then, hopefully I'll see you around.